members of Congress, honored guests, and my fellow Americans. Many people today in America are struggling, are worried about the future. We have in recent memory endured national leadership has been devoid of inspiration and rationality. But the virtue and strength of America has not changed. We are a people of enduring spirit who recognize the inherent value of every human life and can respond to any new challenge. Our heroism seems limitless. To reclaim the land of opportunity that is our birthright as Americans, we must first remember who we are. America is a nation of law and rights and justice. For too long, our leaders have ignored our laws. They have violated our rights, and they have dismissed our justice. For too long, during the past presidency, the United States has abandoned our core values. But during this presidency, no longer will that be the case. Being an American means the freedom to express even critical or unpopular ideas. Every American deserves a trial in an open and honest court. The ultimate measure of any government action should be how well it protects your constitutional rights. America is also a nation of economic opportunity and prosperity. We not become leaders of this world economy by limiting our enterprise and ingenuity, and we cannot engage in protectionism now. Our future economic stability will require expanded foreign markets for U.S. goods, especially in the ascending economies of India and China. We need free trade agreements with our economic partners to ensure that trade is fair and easy. Additionally, energy independence and better uses of our resources are also central to our continued prosperity. We must have a steady supply of domestic energy that is safe, that is clean, that is affordable. We need to consult communities and safety experts. We need to build new nuclear power plants. We need to develop efficient biofuels and commit full federal resources to construction of mass windmill farms in the wind corridor of our great nation. It's time that we turn our attention toward the energy of the future rather than the energy of the past. Accordingly, I will veto any legislation that comes across my desk that asks for drilling rather than real, sustainable, practical energy. Americans, there's no doubt that we face considerable challenges both at home and abroad. But we are also faced with tremendous opportunity to lead through this hour of darkness as America has done so many times before. The United States has long been a beacon of inclusion and national compassion, and we continue to shine if we have renewed accountability and direction at the Department of Homeland Security. The American spirit has drawn so many of the world's huddled masses is one of ingenuity and equality. We cannot be true to this legacy unless we provide every American, with access to the best healthcare system. Perhaps our greatest potential for leadership is in the current global economic crisis. We need to address the greed, the dishonesty, the cronyism that is poisoning Wall Street. We should not vilify the 5 million Americans who work for investment firms or the nearly 2/3 of Americans who hold some sort of investment. We must have a healthy reverence for personal responsibility. But we need to keep people in their homes to preclude this crisis from crippling our housing industry and reshaping our communities. The United States can show the world how to use collective resources to meet this challenge while still respecting private initiative and personal freedom. If we are to lead fellow Americans, we must fully understand the obstacles we face. We must empower America's workforce to meet the challenges of today and excel in the pursuits of tomorrow. We need to provide business training and analysis to farmers so they can better protect themselves against fluctuations in commodities markets, and fewer tax dollars will be needed for subsidies to farmers. Finally, we need to be effective in educating all of our children so that they can succeed in the future. We must provide our schools with everything they need and everything they have been promised so that we can truly have accountability for student performance. This is an economic and moral imperative for our nation. If we follow these principles, if we enact these initiatives, we can become the America we know we should be, and we continue to work towards the America we always hoped we could become. This is what we must do. This is what we will do. Thank you, and God bless the United States of America.